What Shakyamuni Buddha is saying then, what you've got to have faith in is yourself. You've got to believe in yourself because nobody else believes in you. And don't think they do. Nobody does. And this is the way it is. So you've got to believe in yourself. What did Jesus say? Physician, heal yourself. There's a sign at in Greece at the Oracle at Delphi. It says, to your own self be true. Because you are absolutely worthless to anybody or this world or your family if there's turmoil in here. You've got to find this holy place within yourself. You've got to find that flow in harmony within yourself, and then things will start to move beautifully on the outside. Faith is trust. How do you have faith? You have faith in your doctor. You just assume that there must be somebody that knows what's going on. You get on a bus, you don't ask the driver for his license. You don't ask him if he knows where he's going. You have faith. You trust. See, that's where Christianity can't deal with the teachings of Jesus Christ, because they involve meditation. And they don't trust meditation. They're afraid of meditation. They do not trust anyone with their mind, including Jesus. You can't do that. Matthew chapter 6, verse 22, Jesus Christ said, if your eye be single, your body will fill with light. That's a promise. You practice the single eye, you fill with enlightenment. You fill with understanding. You fill with wisdom. But they can't deal with that. They don't have enough faith. They don't trust him. What are you told to do with religion? Have you ever gone, now I don't know which churches you've gone to, into a Christian church, and have you ever been told to move out of the aspect of your mind? Have you ever been told to leave the thinking? Have you ever been told to leave the operation of your mind? In other words, separate from the thoughts of the mind. Never. You've been told to study. You've been told to think. You've been told to listen. You've been told to do all of these things that operate in the mind. And Romans 8:7 says something, and I'll show you why religion is not successful, because it operates out of the carnal mind, which means the mind of the senses. What attracts you in religion? The colors of the costumes, the stained glass windows, the beautiful church, the magnificent organ. All of these things are from the carnal mind because they're sensual. You know, they appeal to your senses. The choir sings, "Amazing Grace, what a wretch am I," and you all love it. You know, do you sing it? "Amazing Grace, I'm a wretch." Is this a great song? And then you say, "This is wonderful. Hallelujah, I'm a wretch." You know, "Amazing Grace that saved a wretch." Like the guy that wrote it is a wretch. Why should you sing that you're a wretch? He's probably a wretch. And why, certainly he was a wretch. He was a slave dealer. He used to take boats out and carry slaves. He was a wretch. But what do you got? He makes this song, "Amazing Grace that saved a wretch like him." And he's got Joe standing up there singing, "Amazing Grace that saved a wretch like me." Amazing Grace. Yeah, so this is the point, okay? The point is you do all of this out of the mind. And look what it says on page 924 in the Bible. It says on page 924, Romans chapter 8, verse 7, that the carnal mind is enmity against God, is not subject to the law of God, neither can it be. So if you try then to follow the precepts of God through the mind, you can't do it because you're using that which is God's enemy, your own mind. Your mind is God's enemy. It's the interesting part. And that's what we're really going to look at when we get into studying these Genesis things about the aspects of the left side and the right side, Esau and Jacob. Because all of these things are not real people. They're all parts of you. You have an Esau inside of you. You have a Jacob inside of you. You have an Abraham inside of you. You have an Ishmael inside of you. All of these things are parts of those aspects of your mind. And the evolution of the mind is portrayed in these things. So you cannot do. So how do you develop faith? So how do you develop faith so that your mind will accept it? That's the interesting thing.